Faith has been living her best life lately. She had lots of big girl milestones this week. Can't wait to share with you all the developments of week 13. Well, first I want to say that Faith did get her lip tie fixed. This is an update from last week. So that was intense. It was definitely a big girl development for her. This was really the first time she's had any kind of medical treatment, or been kind of in a medical environment because she was born at home. So overall it went very well, and she definitely had a lip tie, and actually the tissue was really thick. So I'm really glad we got it taken care of. But it was not easy for me. For her, I think she handled it very well. We did decide to do a little bit of topical numbing agent, which of course, as Mama Natural, I wasn't that excited about, but at the same time, I felt like it would have been kind of cruel and unusual punishment because she's so old now. It's one thing when they're 10 days old, they don't really understand what's going on, and maybe they're not as aware of like the discomfort or whatever, but with the thickness of the tie and with her age, I decided to go with it. And I'm really glad I did, because it took a lot longer than it did with Paloma because the tie was more, substantial. So it was a good minute of that laser kind of going at it. And the good thing is I could hold her and kind of rock her and talk to her through it. And so she was a little bit uncomfortable. She definitely complained and was crying a little bit. But the minute it was over, she was good. And she's looking up at the lights and just kind of, fine. And in fact, I tried to latch her right away because I'm like, oh, I want to give her comfort. And she literally could not latch because her lip was so numb. So that was kind of like sad. But like I said, she didn't really need it because she was content. She wasn't, unhappy. And the thing that probably broke my heart the most is like right before the dentist was about to go in and, do this little procedure, she just gave him the biggest smile. So he's like, oh my gosh, you don't know what I'm about to do to you, little girl. But overall, it went very well. But yeah, she's just really in this kind of like big girl phase and just wants to be part of the world. So right now at 13 weeks, most babies are seeing pretty much full on color. Their vision is really improving. And I can just tell, like when I take her out now for little stroller rides or something, her eyes, she's just mesmerized by everything around her. She's looking at everything. And even when I'm like holding her and stuff, she used to be a lot more inward focused and just kind of want to snuggle and cuddle and of course nurse. But now she's like wants to face outside. She wants to be looking out and looking at the world. She gets bored with nursing. Now she's doing it so fast. I'm like, is she getting enough food? She literally will nurse for like 2 minutes and then pops off and is like done. And I'm so used to kind of like cluster nursing her all the time, and I'm trying to get as much milk as I possibly can during the day so she doesn't get me up so many times at night. But there have been times where she literally will be crying like, Mom, stop. I want no more milk. Leave me alone. So I've been pumping. I'm still pumping, every day. And hopefully with this lip tie thing, she'll actually take a bottle. But yeah, I've just noticed she really can hear well too, not only the eyes, but the hearing. So if I talk to her over here, she turns her head, she hears a noise, turns her head. So lots of movement. Even when I put her in an activity mat, I'll set her down one way and maybe I'll go and like do some dishes or whatever. I'll come back, she's in a completely different position. So the rolling, the moving her body, she's doing the happy baby pose. So that's just really cool. And it really shows me it's time to transition her out of her bassinet into a big crib, or a bigger space. So she just has, that opportunity to move around, to move her head freely, to move her body. And then probably swaddling might come to a close at some point, but I'm not going to cross that bridge just yet. So there you have it, our week 13 update. I hope you and baby are doing fantastic, and we'll see you next week. Hi, I'm Genevieve Howland, aka Mama Natural, and this is my third baby, Faith. Together, we'll be taking you through baby's first year. So be sure to sign up for your free updates at mamanatural.com or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you next week.